Good afternoon. These messages are going to be for Capricorn, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to be doing a reading for you for June 18th until the 24th. I hope you guys are all well. Blessed today, tomorrow, and always. Thank you so much for joining me. My new subscribers, thank you so much for being with me. I appreciate you beyond measure. We're going to be doing past, present, future, seeing what messages the angels have to say, so on and so forth. You already know how we get down. Oh, the cards are flying out there. I'm going to be using my Gilded deck, my Rider Wyatt, my Lenormand, and my Sibilla. Clarifying some cards for you, seeing what's going on. Looks like possibly you were dealing, quite possibly you were probably dealing with some friends that were, I can't pick up the cards, are you kidding me? You have the dog and the fox here, where quite possibly you had a friend in your life that wasn't really a friend. They had some deceiving ways about them, and quite possibly trying to, like, they're undercover in reference to being a friend in your life. This can also signify possibly a partner in your life that had some deceiving ways about them. So definitely possibly something that you dealt with before. There was something that you were waiting to happen, but quite possibly it didn't happen. Because there was something, you have the delay card from the Sibilla. So that's retraso, which is like waiting on something. Quite possibly waiting on possibly a new opportunity or possibly a new love that you wanted to come through, something new to you. Since you have the Ace of Cups, that has to deal with more of your feelings and your emotions. It can also possibly deal with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. All right, there's like first stages here where you were waiting for something and it didn't come through. Since you have the Tower here, it was a moment of destruction that you went through, and it you know, affected you in some type of way. You had received some communication, but at the end of the day nothing went through with it because of the fact that the Death is here. I don't believe that anything new began, since the Death is in reverse. And usually when it's upright, you get something in reference to new beginnings and transitioning. But it looks like there was a delay in this type of communication that you were trying to receive from possibly a new partner or a new venture. I think it's more about a new venture, but I think somebody was in your way in reference to that. Quite possibly a friend that, you know, disguised themselves as a friend, but in all actuality they were not that much of a friend, and that was more of in your past. So definitely paying attention who's in your circle. There was something structured, something that caused you some type of heartache or discontent. You have the mice and the bear in reference to the Lenormand cards. All right. It could have been having to do with a job, or it could be an energy that you taking on where you're this like boss figure, authority figure. So it could have been heartache with that you were dealing with. Then you have from the Sibila, which is tenderness, but it came out in reverse. And in reverse, usually it is something to deal with more of having anger about a situation, and there was injustice in reference to the situation, so therefore causing you some type of heartache in reference to the situation. It could be dealing with a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, and so Queen of Swords is here. Or it could be that somebody was real cutthroat with you. They were you know, real to the point with what they were saying. Their words were just, it is what it is. They were cruel, direct, and you know, the options were cut off, since you have the Seven of Cups in reverse. So it looks like there was some type of temptation of some sort, or you were in search of something or a new idea or innovation that didn't come through. Therefore, it caused you some type of issues. All right. But you knew that you had to walk away from the situation. You had to look into other avenues in reference to finding something to happen, so that, you know, new things can arrive, clarified by the Sun and the Eight of Cups. The Sun is about, you know, achievement and happiness and finding success on other different avenues. So this reading had to do possibly with a, like, you were going after a venture, but you saw that the certain people that were in your way, they weren't there for your greatest good. They weren't helping you out in the situation. Therefore, you had to walk away from the situation, because you knew at the end of the day you were going to achieve success either on your own or in a different avenue, which is really good because you figured it out yourself. Capricorn, you're very smart, and you figure out things quick, fast, in a hurry, and you don't let nobody, you don't mess around with your money, first of all. Definitely not. In the future, we're looking at the Moon and the Lily. This is more of like how people perceive you, maybe your reputation. It could also deal with like your dreams and being psychic and intuitive about certain things that are going on. Then you have the Lily, which it could be possibly your family or your sex life, like your happiness and your joy, in reference to like your well intent. Your reputation perceives you for this really good person, and you have this face for the world that you do put on, and you have this ability to like put forth really good energy out to the world, which is really good as far as a person. You are someone who is able to push forward and to achieve exactly what it is that you want to push forward to do. So in reference, you might be receiving some information in the future in reference to whatever it is that you seek, but it's going to be good things because you have the celebration card here. Three of Cups, which is celebration. It could be even an invitation to possibly a wedding, baptism, some type of event that you're going to receive a correspondence to, and you're going to have the decision to make a decision whether or not you want to be part of this. It doesn't always have to be a party. It can be in reference to a business venture. So you have the decision on what to do in reference to this. All right, so you have to choose whether or not you want a commitment to go with this type of business venture that they possibly gonna throw at you, or some type of I don't even know how to call it, but it's going to be an invitation of some sort. Somebody's going to try to invite you to take part of some type of partnership. Something that's going to be able to help you along the ways to create something better and something sustainable. You also have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is something that's going to give you recognition and skill. Recognition as well as like the Moon. You have both recognition cards. Something that's going to give you, you know, street cred in other sense. Something that's going to possibly grow you into a different level in your employment status. Because I don't think it's more, it's not about love. It's more about making a decision and whether or not you want to go into a partnership that's going to blossom into something really good for you. So that's going to be very, very, very possibly a good potential to start possibly a new business venture. And then you have the clarifying it with the King of Pentacles. It could be an energy that you're taking on. It's gonna it's gonna regard you to, it's gonna be in regards to you becoming very authoritative, very domineering in whatever position that you possess. Quite possibly something dealing with somebody from the past, maybe childhood friends. They're gonna give you an opportunity to move forward with this. Alright, this is the Six of Cups. But at the same time, I need you to be vigilant, like the cat here. Alright, make sure you're looking at all the challenges, all the obstacles, crossing your T's and dotting your I's with every avenue that you go to. Just not jumping head first and you know, not being level-headed about it. So there are new opportunities that are going to come your way. You just have to make the effort to make sure that this is going to be something really good for you in the future, and it's going to benefit you as far as your business, if you know that's the avenue that you want to take. The cards are looking really positive for you, Capricorn. I hope these messages clarified something for you, and I pray that you stay with light, love, and peace. And with all the love I have, I'll see you guys next week.